just coming out of turn 4. The caution has come out. You see the most damage on the 10 here of Aric Almirola. He had won at New Hampshire, and so that locks him into the playoffs. But this obviously really difficult as far as momentum entering the playoffs.
So look at the front of this. Tyler Reddick pushing into the back of Corey LaJoie, gets it in the left rear, and then they start stacking up behind him. You don't even see Aric Almirola anywhere in the picture, but all of that caused this. 10 rows back, this wreck happened.
Yeah, once they all started checking up from that 7 car getting a little loose. Look at that, the 4 car up the racetrack. All these guys lifting off the gas, and then behind them, the 10 car gets run over and unable to control his car. The 48 spins as well.
And there's some pretty heavy damage on the rear of that 10, Junior.
Yeah, hard lick right there.
So you want to ride around in the back where it's safe. That's the problem. You can get wrecked anywhere.
Damage to the left front of the 48 of Alex Bowman.
Yeah, that last
one fix that.
That last replay helped me. I wasn't quite sure where the 10 got the damage. You know, I understood he came off the banking, but now the contact of the 48 seems to be the spot.
And Kyle Larson just barely missed that.
Half, quarter, 2 by 2. 23, 10,
oh,
48,
wow, look at the damage
stacking,
on the back of the 37.
Inside, top of 3, top
How
of
much
3.
damage will that do to the 11?
Also the 19. Oh, and there's a crash, Rick.
Wreck coming out of turn 4, and so now the caution has come out. The 53 involved. So Garrett Smithley, Joey Gase in the 15 caught up in this.
The 51 as well.
Cody Ware, yes.
These are all cars owned by Rick Ware Racing.
Yes, Rick Ware Racing just had a bad yellow.
Yeah, the field had just came by and put them a lap down.
And you wonder if they were trying to work their way to pit road and not slowing down at the same time. We'll take another look at what happened.
So back there at the top is Garrett Smithley. Looks like he's a little bit out of shape. Yep. Down the racetrack in front of his teammates. Joey Gase up the racetrack. Puts Cody in the fence. Just an unfortunate series of accidents there for all 3 of those Rick Ware Racing cars.
Yeah, right in front of his teammates, nowhere for them to go. As you said, they had just gotten lapped. They had just gotten passed by this big group. This is an advantage to the Ford, Steve. This is exactly what they wanted to see.
Yeah, unfortunately for Brad Keselowski, you pointed out he was lapped because he lost the draft. He'll be the free pass, which helps a little bit. But the Fords that pitted under green, I imagine they're all going to stay out right here, which will cycle them all to the front. The question I have, the front 5.
Oh, there's a big crash.
19, Mark Truex Jr. He got into the side of the 24. William Byron's in it. Landon Castle also collected up.
I was so concerned about the used tires. That actually happened in the back third. Oh, Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick.
Smoke out of the back of Tyler Reddick. Huge implications for the playoffs.
Look at the nose.
You got to imagine that smoke right there.
The smoke, it smells like oil smoke. I don't know. You want me to keep going?
Damage to the front.
Bring it to me, bring it to me.
Tyler Reddick, he was in the 16th spot. That final transfer spot on points. Now, Austin Dillon, who has battery issues, potentially he has issues too. He's still fighting for that 16th spot.
They're going to raise the hood on this 8 car, try to diagnose from the 47 car, and that turns him into the outside wall hard. Collected William Byron.
Landon Castle was having a good night. He got into it.
Anthony Alfredo is involved, the 14. Also, Chase Briscoe got caught up.
There's the contact. Just so subtle of Reddick to get in the back of the 19 there. This is on the roof of the Stenhouse car.
11's coming to you tight. Clear bottom lane, clear bottom lane.
Something happened in front of them. Something happened in front of Truex. He checked up. Stenhouse didn't get checked up and got into the back of him.
Let's see here.
Right there.
Yep.
That's what started it.
I think that the 42 was trying to get back behind Harvick. Lifted a little bit. The 18 of Kyle Busch gets in the back of him. That starts that chain reaction we've already seen once tonight. Here's Austin Dillon.
Outside,
See how he works himself through here.
Easy, stay low as you can.
Stay middle.
Oh.
Watch him. Watch him. Easy, easy. Stay right there. All good. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
Great patience by Austin. He has nothing to lose. Keep this car in one piece.
And what he sees his teammate right there with the smoke coming out of the back of it.
14 to go, and so much cleanup that is going to be needed on the backstretch. They're going to put this one under red flag so they can clean it up. We can have as much.
Rubs on that 22 car.
Yes, 22.
He's bottoming out. He's got a flat tire. He's
22
really loose.
into the wall. Hard
stay
into
up,
the
stay
wall.
up,
That
stay
big
up.
run for Chase Elliott. He goes up top to try to block. The 21 tries to go by the 9. They make contact. The 9 into the wall. The 9 slides the 21 into the wall. He
Big
collects
crash.
them in a big crash happening.
So much blocking, so much shoving. It just can't last but so long.
A huge wreck.
And how many cars are left that aren't damaged?
With 3 laps to go, Chris Buescher is up front. A lot of damage to Kyle Busch.
Here we go. Lots of blocking. Just Chase Elliott moved up in front, and then just the wreck continues. And then now all these guys behind, just nowhere to go.
Denny trying to give Matt as much help as he can. And the 9 of Chase Elliott trying to keep Matt behind.
Who came out of that without damage? Ross Chastain, Corey LaJoie in third.
Austin Dillon in 4th. Chris Buescher now leading this race.
The racing so intense. We knew that wrecks were going to happen. The blocks have to happen. If you want to win the race, these are the moves you have to make. Look on board with Denny. He's been calm around 100. Now he's up to 120. The heart rate going up. He knows this is the race for the win. The blocks, the wrecks. Unbelievable. He averaged 94 all day long. This is the highest we've seen, or just under the highest we've seen during this accident. The pushing and the shoving. Drivers, what you guys do consistently down here at Daytona, this race and every race, the moves you guys are willing to make to try to win.
Well, I'll be honest, I've never seen it like this before. And it is because of where this race now is placed in the season, being the cutoff race, having so many drivers here. Late
From the middle, Daniel Suarez in the 99. He gets turned into the 4, and they go into the wall. The next flag will end the race.
By 5. Caution's out, caution's out.
And there is the caution flag. Ryan Blaney.
Suarez with Kurt Busch pushing him, and they just made contact. And
Yeah, Suarez goes to the inside of the 4 car there to try to take that run that 1 car of Kurt Busch's gave him, and Kurt gets into the right rear quarter panel, turning the 99 into the 4. Kurt trying to get low with the 99, just not able to get there, not able to help him. Turns him into the 4, and away they go.
here it is right here. That was the move, and then, as you said, Kurt just trying to push him and gets him in the right rear. And Blaney, 2 in a row.
Blaney wins at Michigan last week, and now at Daytona.
Pretty impressive, the 4 car spinning around so quickly, staying on the ground, not going airborne. Riding on board with Austin Dillon here.
Still 3-1 out front. Still 3. Easy, easy, easy. Staying low. Roll if you can.